Digital transformation, Toastmasters digital transformation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prince. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yes. Okay. What do you think about a word called inefficiencies? Have you heard of it? Have you faced any issue when you find some inefficiencies? Inefficiencies? Inefficiencies are something should be happen in a standard way, which is expected and has not happened in the expected way. And due to that, there are huge losses, not only of the money, it can be a life of a person also. And what do you understand about the meaning called transformation? Transformation, not transportation. Yes. Drastic change in your thoughts. Yeah. It's turn around, something happened. So when the transformation happened, any idea, one or two example can you give in your lifetime? Where have you seen the transformation?
For example, I just saw on that news when Anantam Bani lost his weight and he transformed from
Yeah. Yes.
108 kilo to 60 kilo. But then he again transformed from 60 to 100 kilo.
Yes. So it's an individual transformation. Have you seen certain transformation happen, and based on that, complete society, complete country's mindset has been changed? With, okay. Okay. So right now we cannot measure the artificial intelligence. Anything which you've seen recently? That's one. Okay. So very evident is the Aadhaar. You've seen that it's a first digital transformation, right? Not only the transformation, it's a digital transformation. What else? Have you seen somebody in your, as you gave some example of the AI, have you seen somebody in your family or by yourself? He got ill, critical ill, and after when he recovered, you seen the transformation in him. Have you seen such type of thing? Your parents, your sister, some relative, right? They just came out from the mouth of the death actually, and they restarted the life. That is also a transformation actually. Okay. So inefficiencies comes not only in the business, not only into the work which you are doing, right? This comes in your day-to-day life as well. Have you seen the kirana stores 10 years before? How they used to function previously? Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. Right. 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 So why I'm asking you this question, I'm just trying to create a perspective, right? So if you say example of the kirana store, I remember my mother used to give me, I'm talking about almost 30 years back, she used to give me some rupees, go and buy it and come back actually. So I am going there and whatever is there, for example, if I need to buy a particular soap and that soap is not there, I need to buy whatever he has and come back, buy it, come back and keep it like that. Now you see the change of the options has been got changed. So many options you have. The way you carry it, you do not go there, you just sitting at home, order it, and it is coming to your place in a fraction of minutes or something like that, actually, right? So this is a one change. Second, have you seen the doctors before, how they used to function before? Now how they are functioning. Earlier you used to go to meet to the doctor without taking the appointment. Now you need to take the appointment, right? So appointment is like that. You need to now call over the phone. It's a little bit of transformation, but now you have the application. Doctor will say, book the appointment over to this particular application. So you need to book the appointment, and over to the team meeting or Zoom meeting, you can meet him, tell your problem, and he will give you the diagnosis. He will write the whatever prescription is there. You need to order it over to the some medical online store, and this is coming to you directly, right? This is a medium type of a transformation. Now think about, I remember my day in 1993, 1994. Companies used to use tally software to account their financial things inside it. So that was limited to only the accounting, right? Now in the mid, there were the application came in where you can manage their inventory, right? Their stores, their purchases. Then something called materials management software came in between. Tally, another is the material management. Then separate applications comes in HR management, human resource management, then production management, lot of things. Those were the Iceland, right? Some data is there in Tally, some data is there in the inventory management, some data is into their HR modules, right? So what is the issue you can perceive? What is the issue there? There is another sort of some inefficiency are coming if you are managing multiple softwares inside the business environment. What is the issue? Does it sounds like inefficiency, or it is sounds like a something is going in a right way?
It's not fully efficient because input of one system, input of one system becomes output of other system. So there has to be a lot of reconciliation that
Yeah.
keeps on happening. Like
Yes.
that's one piece. Secondly, you need to have a dedicated team who can ensure that these systems are talking to each other.
Hmm.
From that perspective, also
Yeah.
it's a time and
Yeah.
resources.
So you see, there is a phases going on, right? Earlier we used to maintain everything in the paper, right? You seen the red books, which used to call bhai khatas, right? They people used to maintain everything there in the bhai khatas. Now then, they started using Excel, everything in Excel. Then they have multiple softwares, which I just now told you about it. And she rightly pointed out these are not interconnected. We need to interconnect them to reconcile them, actually, right? Tally need to be connected to the inventory management software, inventory to be connected to the HR to be connected to the production management system, right? So the lot of manual work were there. Now we were into the paper era, then we were into the Excel era, then we were into the independent software era. Now currently we have integrated software, everything is integrated. The data is coming from Tally, is directly going into the inventory management system. Inventory management system data is going into the production system management system, right? So we are now here and about to move into the era where AI will come into it. Actually, AI is already there. So we used to have a store manager, we used to have a accounting manager, or we used to have AR, AP, clerks, and all other stuff. Now, who is going to manage it? Who is managing it now? Any idea about it? Agents. Have you heard the name of the agents now? There is a generative AI. Now, what is that? Agentic AI. Everything is going to be managed by the agents. Now, we have got trained them, how to account for accounting entry into the Tally, because agents are there, they are automatically doing that particular thing. So why I was showing you all this journey, because I want to give you a visualization where we are moving from the paper era to ultimately everything virtually going on without interference of the humankind. So we started with inefficiencies. Why these inefficiencies are coming? Who is the main culprit of inefficiencies?
There are gaps that you have to fill. One could be improving the productivity by automating certain things. So, for example, if I have to enter every day, so can I get a computer? Right? That's how we invented the computers. Now I have got 10 entries now. So how do I calculate the total revenues? Then it became another automation.
Right.
So I think it's part of the evolution. Right? You have to change. Right? If you want to improve the process, then you have to keep looking for what next.
Yes, yes. So inefficiencies come due to two reasons. One is the processes are not defined, not followed, right? Second comes with the human mindset, right? Human intervention, right? Humans are not thinking in the way they should think. They have a lot of biases inside it, right? For example, you are hiring somebody and you find somebody has applied for that, right? And that guy is either having the same what you called your surname, right? I am Goyal and somebody Goyal is applying for that. I will get some bias of it actually, right? Let me hire it actually, right? Or see, most of the time, don't mind it. Most of the time CAs think everything can be done by CA, which is not right. CAs are good for only the financial accounting and related matters only. They cannot do anything in the marketing. They cannot do anything in the production actually, right? We have other experts to do those particular jobs, right? So this kind of a mind transformation has to come into our corporate life or in our day-to-day life as well, right? So for example, you are hiring a maid in your home, right? Your earlier maid has left, right? Now you are hiring the maid. If somebody in your relative is going to reference some other maid, you will immediately hire it without checking her background actually. But there is a standard process. Whenever maid is coming into your house, you need to check her background, right? You need to check her Aadhaar. You need to check her where she is living, what is her background. So that standard process has to be followed in those areas. Right? So when we talk about digital transformation, let me jump into now digital transformation, and we'll take one example. Say company called Caterpillar. Have you heard of the name of the company called Caterpillar? So I will take two things about the caterpillar. Have you seen a real caterpillar? How she transformed? There is a small bug, insect. It's a dirty black color insect and transformed into a beautiful butterfly. Right? There is a company called Caterpillar. Do you know what it does? It's a Fortune 500 company. Have you heard of it? You heard of Microsoft, Apple, Meta, but you never heard of the Caterpillar. Caterpillar share price is similar to the share price of Microsoft. And it's a biggest profitable company, and it works in almost all the countries in the world, right? In India also. Okay. So why I am taking the example of Caterpillar? Caterpillar, if you are, I'll give one analogy. If you are a dealer of a Caterpillar, I tell you, you're almost like a Reliance company. You know that the income which you can generate if you are a Caterpillar dealer, they are into agriculture, earth moving equipments like tractor, bigger harvesters. Have you seen when you are going to Punjab, you will see lot of big harvesters are going onto the road. They are bigger, like almost double the size of this particular road. Whole roads are covered by those harvesters, and those comes into the almost price of say 1 crore or 1.5 crore rupees of one piece of that actually, right? So they want to transform their whole operations across the world. I was the part of that particular project. Now I'm not the part of the project, that's why I'm naming it. Otherwise, I could not be naming it actually. So say they have a manufacturing unit and they have dealer. Just think, in our globe, how many countries we have? Almost 160 countries we have. Almost more than 200 companies we have, and they have a their foothold in almost 160 countries in the world, right? And their manufacturing units are somewhere in Thailand, somewhere in China, somewhere in India, also in US and Europe, right? But they need to take care of the demand which are coming from all these dealers, actually, right? So how to do this particular thing? Can you imagine? Can you just in one minute you can tell me that how to optimize their operation? What could be the way of optimizing their system? Actually, if you have some idea about it, actually, how to run their system? So this is the example of digital transformation. Please think about it and give me the answer. I will I will be hearing you. I started with Tally, actually. I gave you already cues, lot of cues: HR management, production management, and the inventory management. So these are the areas where the company need to transform themselves. They cannot maintain the red color bhai khatas to maintain 160 countries operations. Do you think they can manage it? Can they manage that into the Excel? Can they manage into these independent softwares? Can they manage with these ERP, whatever integrated ERPs are coming? Can you think how many number of people are required to enter this data? In this current scenario, we are into the AI world. Of course, agents, if we train them to work into these independent software, they can do that actually. But still, we need something more intelligent. And they are growing like anything. Their growth is almost 25% years per year, 25%. Caterpillar is growing like that actually. It is competing with Microsoft. You never heard of it. I was also shocked when I seen them. Their dealers are traveling using helicopters. Do you know about it? I was shocked. And due to digital transformation only, they were able to grow like this. They were able to remove their inefficiencies. Right? They are using ERPs. If you buy the ERP, the cost of buying the ERP is like, it will impact your budget. Whole year budget will be impacted if you buy the ERP and implement in your companies. And dealers are doing that. Think about the Caterpillar itself. So, what do you think about yourself? Are you digital transformed yourself? Have you? Can you? If can, then where? Which area you want to digital transform yourself? Do you think your everything is at one place? No. How many banks you will be managing? 4 to 5 banks. You cannot consolidate them at a particular time. You need to do, go to this bank, take out the balance, go to this bank and take out the balance, and then you need to tally it, right? Your income tax return is filed into a different portal. Do you think it is not consuming my time to do that? I am buying some real estate. I need to go somewhere. I need to take the fund from somewhere, give to this guy, right? It is not reflecting in my income tax books. I need to put that, TDS entry into my book and then it will be reflected in there. So our life is still mismanaged. Of course, after so many transformation have happened, I need to bring this data here, from here, this data from here, this data from here, then I need to find my return here, right? I cannot manage my fund by myself, intelligently. I bought a car, it is not reflecting in anywhere in my data, right? Nowhere. I need to put something like that, I got a TDS benefit of buying the car here, and then put into the IT returns. So my mean to say is that we need digital transformation in our life as well, right? You remember I mentioned many times I'm looking for a particular software where I can make individual more intelligent to manage their financial data, their internal data, whatever data is there. So this is my target and I am working on to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rajni, for
Thank
a
you.
fantastic speech you delivered today.
Thank you.
We enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you so much.
We understood how digital transaction works.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So, my dear friends, what do you